forever. Conservative minds debate the future. From tax cuts to border walls, strategies clash like a political rally. Frustration brews in the chambers. As always, meet new challenges. Dissenting voices rise up, seeking unity, but finding divides. We stand strong, we stand tall. In this party, our spirit will not fall. Though the path is rocky and long, we march forward with hearts full of song. Policies debated, votes cast. In the shadows, some doubts are fast. Yet the fire of conviction burns bright, fueling hope, making the dark night light. Frustration brews in the chambers, as old ways meet new challenges. Dissenting voices rise up, seeking unity, but finding divides. We stand strong, we stand tall, in this tony our spirit will not fall.
Am I allowed to sniffle?
I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I can't breathe.
Yeah. That's frowned upon on this. That's a frown upon. Welcome.
I thought I was in Nazi Germany when he did that. I was like, oh my God.
That was I got a very stern
Steve, right to the concentration camp. That's what it seemed like. Oh my God.
This is Rebel Republic, the best political talk show in all of Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Delaware, Rhode Island, New Jersey, New York. It doesn't matter. You're either with us or you're against us. And I'm your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. With me, as always, the voice of reason, Frank Cristiano.
Sorry, I was a little late here. I had to go down and help out in the city and shovel snow. Mom Donnie made the call.
Oh, you had the ID.
I did. I have no idea. I had to bring 2 forms.
Yeah,
of ID.
That's right. The 2 forms.
It's $20 an hour. Worth it.
He's doing a great job with that.
Yeah,
that was a great
I like
idea.
It. That's a fantastic idea. Pay your taxes and shovel snow.
Yeah, it's a great way to make money.
Explain this.
Mom Donnie.
I was shoveling snow today.
Mom Donnie was so kind to do this.
Yeah, he made a call for help because they haven't removed the snow yet, all the snow yet that had just dropped a few weeks ago. It's still there because to try to balance his budget, he has cut down on the overtime of all services. And a lot of those services are obviously your sanitation department and your plowing and highway department and all that. So he's cut down all the overtime. So at a certain point, there's no plowing going on and no snow removal.
As Joe Griffo, Senator Griffo correctly predicted.
Right. So he made a call just before the storm and he said, we need help. We're going to hire, just go down to the Public Works Department and sign up to be a shoveler. We need people to shovel snow. And it's $20 an hour. It may have even raised to $30 an hour now, I think.
Can't play the Mom Donnie song.
And but to sign up, Dave, here it is, Dave. Here it is. To sign up, you need 2 forms of identification.
Oh my God.
No, you need 2 forms of ID. To vote.
Oh, yeah.
To vote, it's racist to ask for an ID.
Yeah, he got a lot of heat. He got a lot of heat for that one.
He is.
I love him. He's the man.
As what's his name? Bill O'Reilly says,
he's my idol.
He wouldn't be able to run a Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I said he wouldn't be able to run a lemonade.
But here's the problem. The youth in the city, again, it's only a month and a half. The youth in the city are enamored with him because he has promised to do many great things for all the people in the city.
Yeah.
Show me one so far. They talked about daycare. I don't even know if the daycare thing has gone through or not. As far as I think one center has opened up. They did bring in people off the streets this time on the blizzard because the last snowstorm they had 13 died on the street.
They filed code blue this time.
Yeah. They moved them in. So I just the false reality of hope that all this youth. I guess youth are frustrated. The youth hate old people because old people have money. And old people don't share the money. That's really their anger. They're angry with they're angry at the old people for telling them, "Oh, you don't save."
Well, they want socialism.
Work hard and all that. No, yeah, it's not socialism. What they want is they feel that and they feel that it's harder now for the youth in this country because housing costs so much more, transportation to buy a car costs so much more, the insurances cost so much more. Which I agree. I'm totally in agreement with that. But what should that tell you to do? As a young adult, that should tell you that you can't rush out and have kids right away because you can't afford them. You should stay at home longer. And if you have to work 2 jobs, work 2 jobs. Work as much as you can to try to put away whatever you can to allow you to have that chance at home ownership or a better quality life down the road. It's not going to happen right away. It didn't happen right away for my dad when he came here. My dad was an immigrant. It didn't happen for him I don't think we really had money until the middle to late 80s. I think late 80s, early 90s. That's when he finally started to see a little bit of cash. If not, he was working 2 jobs all the time and opening up his own place.
And he was smart though with buying property. That was really
property.
Smart.
Yeah, but my dad came here in 1961. In 64, he tried to get a loan. Marine Midland Bank here in the Utica area. They wouldn't give him $1,000. This is 1964. You know, I was $1,000 is a lot of money, but they wouldn't give him more than $1,000 on a loan, and he wanted to open up a business. So it's all relevant. See, the young people look up what's happening now, and they look up the figures and look, oh my God, look how much this costs, how much that costs, how much this costs. Well, you have to have a foundational base first. You have to put shit away. You can't DoorDash. You can't Starbucks. You can't go out 3 times a week socially. You can't shop on Amazon all the time. You know, there's things that they have to do physically.
Timo you can shop on every day.
Physically responsible. You have to be fiscal budget. Yeah, Timo's great. And they don't want to believe that. They think that but Susie Orman, who's a financial expert, and she's smart. I love her. She said, bottom line, the youth of this country are bankrupting themselves $10 at a time.
Easily, probably more. And one of the guys that, sorry, I coughed, that I have on, the illustrious Rob Hill, he claims that there is no such thing as inflation. He says that the value of our dollar has gone down. The price of things hasn't gone up. We have just ruined the value of our own currency and money, and the value of the dollar is down because we're idiots.
Possibility.
And it has nothing to do with, it's all about what you save. It has nothing to do with what you make. It's what you save. And people aren't looking at that, saving enough and balancing their budget and planning ahead. So I wanted to start with the big news about the assassination attempt allegedly on Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, his estate there. And thankfully he wasn't around. Austin Tucker Martin was killed by the Secret Service after entering Trump's Florida resort with a shotgun on Sunday. He's from North Carolina.
And a gas can. Don't forget
the gas can. Yes, he had the gas can. And he really went down a rabbit hole, I guess, and was fixated on the Epstein files. So I guess he went to Mar-a-Lago to get clarification from Trump.
Is that what it was? Clarification?
It must have been. I mean, he wanted to confront Trump about the Epstein files. So the FBI is still investigating and trying to figure out his movements and his motives. He was confronted by Secret Service agents and the local sheriff's deputy inside the secure perimeter. And they warned him. He raised the shotgun and into a shooting position, and they shot him at 1:30 in the morning Sunday. He was, as I said, he was 21, recent high school graduate who drove down to Florida from his home in North Carolina Saturday afternoon, and he got his weapon on the way. And, last year he tried to set up his own company, Fresh Sky Illustrations, which I'm sure was booming, trading in original drawings of golf courses.
Yeah.
That were sold through golf course gift shops and on commission.
So he was just there really trying to look at the course, and he got shot.
Yeah. So, I mean, TMZ had reported Martin grew increasingly obsessed with Epstein, a former friend of Trump and many other powerful people after the recent release of files connected to the prosecution of the sex offender and disgraced financer. And he really was angry. He thought it was evil, and he wanted to raise awareness because he felt that feels we're being lied to. And that was his reason for going down there. But I mean, that is realistically the third assassination attempt on Trump. That's amazing to me. Third. I mean, I know I can't even imagine the ones that, get called in every day.
Here's what it is. The youth of America are melting their brains.
They're
away.
Disenchanted.
Well, not even disenchanted. They're very easily influenced. It's the game. It's the age of online gaming right now. And through those gamers, there's chat discussions going on everywhere about everything. And people are easily influenced. We're very easily influenced as a society right now because we're a 10-second society. We see it once for 10 seconds. We think that's the truth. We don't dig into anything or look into anything. The tragedy here is this. The families from North Carolina, they reported them missing. They're Trump supporters. They've all voted for Trump in their household. They previously lost a daughter to an accident. Who passed away. So now they've lost 2 children. I can't imagine the pain right there of losing 2 children in your family. So, and think about the Secret Service agent right there who has to pull his weapon out and kill someone. So there's a lot of different scenarios here that are not good and that I feel bad about. But bottom line, it's the rhetoric that these politicians and these people online and all these nutbags in Minnesota, they keep putting up about Nazis and Epstein files and fascists. All it's doing is feeding the fire.
Yeah. Dave, what are your thoughts that this happened? And it just blows my mind that a 21-year-old would just be so senseless to go down there and think, I'm going to climb the fence and get into Mar-a-Lago and bring a shotgun. And no one's going to notice. Like there's no planning.
What's so strange is that they're so brainwashed, some of these kids.
They really are.
Systems, by the media, to demonize people, right? And they're demonizing Trump and putting these things in their heads. And I see their obsessions when they, they're on these chats. And Frank talked a little bit on the early pre-show.
Well, social media is the worst. I mean, it's just so toxic.
They get caught up in, sometimes I read comments that people post and stuff.
I do too. It's unbelievable to me. It's easy to hide behind a computer and
you're an adult and you can rationalize, hopefully, that it's ridiculous, that these people are ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah.
Kids,
but they sit behind a fucking computer. There's no accountability.
And they're getting this and they're thinking they're doing something when they're just like out of their minds. Like they don't live in a like they'll take action on something that's not reality. Like,
no.
Are they parented? Like, where is the parenting?
Exactly. That's
talk to your
true.
Kid. And they're, these people talk to their children. Obviously, they probably believe the same things because half of them are wackadoos themselves.
Big time.
The wackadoo ratio of people is so high, it's insane. There used to be bad people, good people. The crazy people that lived in your town, you did not encourage what their thought process was.
No.
They became isolated. They're encouraged now because online there's other wackadoos like them. All the wackadoos get together. And they have a wackadoo conference. And then,
The problem I have, Frank, is there's so many people.
Worcester has a high amount of them.
Yes.
Every weekend.
And a lot of them are white women that have nothing to do, and they go on the twit twat.
As men that are cucks.
Men who are cucks, and they go on the twit twat, and all day they just
spew. You know what the problem is? I hate to
vitriol.
Say this. So many of these guys never got any you know what.
Oh, that's huge too. Yeah, they never.
What happens is,
and they
you don't get that as a man when you got all this weird testosterone that you don't know what to do with, and if, I mean, listen, the ones that are gay, the gay men don't have a problem.
Right.
So find other gay men and use their testosterone.
Right, and we go to the sucking chuck.
The men who are heterosexual, that these women won't give them a little bit of love, and now they're all like,
yeah.
So you're saying actually Worcester is a normal area?
Yeah.
They're all releasing their testosterone.
They're all releasing it on each other.
You guys releasing
General Zod.
But you have to admit, social media, I mean, there's people that literally sit on there all day, posting and commenting and fighting.
The thing is also that they stay on one side of social media. They're always they don't want to hear the other side. They don't really want to. They don't want to comprehend this. You see, I follow everything. So I get emails from No King's Day. I get emails from what's that other organization? I can't remember. I'll look it up. But I subscribe to it, and I want to see what they're saying.
Yeah, you want to learn it all.
I want to learn it. And listen, I'm social issues I don't care about. I'm more of a fiscal conservative, yes. But also, I think we should have healthcare. We do talk about this. Liberal. We talked about this all the time about what my beliefs are as far as being in the middle and a lot of it. But what they do is they see one side of the stream, and that's all they want to hear. So after a while, when you don't hear the other side, that's why there has to be more than one side. If not, we're just all robots walking around going, yes, 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 hate, hate, hate. That's all you're going to do. Yeah. So I think that maybe as an entire nation, we need to have more forums when you have to attend or something. There's got to be something. I think
there's too much
open dialogue and discussion. Well, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
But see, I still go back to higher education. Higher education has fucked the mental acuity
of course
of four generations of young adults.
Yes, because it's highly liberal.
Because you can't, right. So if you're on a liberal campus, you can't.
Well, they're all liberal.
These people are going. Okay, so like a Turning Point, they're trying to go on a table and they're trying to debate, and people don't want to debate.
No, they just come and call you a Nazi,
call you a Nazi,
racist, and yell at you
because they've been taught by their professors to call them a Nazi.
Yeah,
the professors are calling these people Nazis.
That's what I wanted to ask you. So a professor got fired, who had tenure, because he went on social media and posted something negative about Charlie Kirk being killed.
Sure.
And saying it should have happened or whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So that's why I'd asked you if an employee at Tony's went on and said, good for Charlie Kirk being assassinated.
No, because
how would you respond?
My employee is not educating anyone. He's not being paid to educate anyone.
Oh, it's
that's
because
his
he's
own
an educator.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's it. So
you think he deserves to be fired?
That's like telling I am a airplane mechanic, and I'm going to show all my students how to fuck the plane up so it crashes.
Well,
he's liable. If you're an educator and you're spewing garbage, you're liable.
Yeah.
But if you're not an educator and just an average Joe, you can go on the phone and say whatever the hell you want to say.
And then there was another one, Dave, where a student recorded their teacher in class going off on a tirade on Charlie Kirk, calling him a effing racist and Nazi and all that. And because of the recording, he was fired. They think that he fired for cause. Now they think that he will have a chance to come back because in recent years that has happened where teachers have been fired for saying things because you're supposed to have freedom of speech. But there's clauses in the contract that say embarrassment or whatever that they can fire you for cause. But what are your thoughts on that? Someone teacher or professor posting online and the school firing them, a student secretly recording a professor and getting fired.
for his comments. I mean,
because he said fuck Charlie Kirk. He's a racist and a Nazi, and he had it on his tape, and he was recorded on his phone.
I think those guys should not be hired from the get-go. I mean, the problem is what is the standard of the school? What does the school allow with their professors? You know, what is the contract that they said? Is there, you know, is it like the NFL? If you say something that
defamatory, towards the league,
there you go. If that's the case, then they should let them go. Listen, I obviously think that guys like that should not be allowed, you know, to be professors. I think that they have to come up with better policies, in my opinion, with respect for what they want to allow their. You know what the biggest thing is? If they simply had counterbalance, meaning conservative and liberal professors, and you had both, and it was even. Then I wouldn't even care. The truth is, I wouldn't even care if these people said nonsense, ridiculous comments.
Right.
But because there was nobody to counterbalance it in schools,
it's brainwashing one side.
There is no free speech because of that.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, listen, I think any university that allows professors to go unhinged would have to be someone at minimum that they're having a pretty stern conversation with. Again, like, you know, if a teacher in high school said something like that.
Yeah. Well, they'd be gone in a second.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think, Frank? Do you think they'd be
in
gone?
high school? Yeah.
No way.
No.
New Hartford would fire someone in 2 seconds.
No, they wouldn't. No. If
they said fuck Charlie Kirk, he's a Nazi and a racist,
wouldn't care.
You don't think they care?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. But my thing is, if you want to have that opinion as an educator, that's fine, but bring me the opposite opinion and someone to argue that at the same time you're saying it. There's got to be counterpoint to be presented to students when they're listening.
Yes,
that's why you need.
They're exposed to everything at the same time. You can't do it separately because whoever gets to you first has the general first impression.
The advantage.
Right.
Yeah. So the other big news, the U.S. men's hockey team won the gold medal for the first time in 46 years. 46 years. And good old President Trump, he called moments after their Olympic victory. And the call apparently... Why are you playing Leonard Skinner?
Freebird.
Why
for the Olympic hockey team? This is their song.
Oh, it is. Okay.
This is their song.
Good.
This is an American classic.
Leonard
a red,
Skinner.
white, and blue song. A song that represents this country, that represents its values, its people.
Oh, I was thinking the Freebirds from wrestling. I used to watch them. Michael PSAs and Terry Gordy.
From wrestling. Okay.
Well, here is what he said. Earlier in the day, they went to the final, and the game went into overtime. Jack Hughes scored the game winner. And days earlier, the U.S. women's team also beat Canada. And as the celebrations entered the locker room, Kash Patel, he was the one who called the president so they could congratulate the team on the win. And a video that was posted online, the president invited the team to his State of the Union address on Tuesday evening and to join him at the White House for a tour. It was at that point that the president joked about having to extend the invite also to the women's team out of obligation. And he said, quote, and we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to do the women's team. You do know that. He said, I do believe I would probably be impeached if the women were not invited. So everyone in the room's laughing, and this pretty much set off a firestorm on social media because he was so dismissive towards the women. And there were a lot of comments. Shameful how the men's team was laughing at the women's team in such a great moment. Like, really? All of them laughing about inviting the women's team, every single one of them. Not one man in that room looked disgusted by that conversation. It was so exciting when they won, and that simply turned it into a pure embarrassment.
Do you know why they were laughing?
I don't know.
It was a fucking joke. It was great. It was funny.
I'm sure it was
funnier than hell.
Yeah, I know. He jokes 90% of the time.
You don't think that the president's the White House administration is not going to pick up the phone and go, hey, we'll take you got to get the women's team here too. Absolutely. Let's get the women's here team too.
Of course.
The women's team, nobody was in the locker room on the women's team that had the direct number to the president.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? It is what it is. It was you know what else was a funny joke? So the U.S. goalie, Connor Hellebuck, had fantastic. He was the MVP of the. He's last year's MVP of the NHL. The president was on the phone, and he goes, "Yeah, let me speak to the goalie. What a game he had! It's unbelievable. Let me speak to him." And he goes, "Was he over there?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, Don, what's up?" Call Trump Don. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and the women have officially declined Trump's invitation, citing scheduling conflicts.
Maybe.
We're sincerely grateful for the invitation extended to our gold medal winning U.S. women's hockey team and deeply appreciate the recognition of their extraordinary achievement, the spokesperson said, due to timing and previously scheduled academic and
do you know why they're not going? Do you know why they can't go? Why they're being forced not to go?
These players or something?
They won't look.
I thought the player who scored the winning goal, his mother is like the coach or something of that team. The women's
possibly, yeah, it could be, but they're not going because then they would not look empathetic to the other half of the country. They would not look like mothers or daughters, or it would be looked upon that they're frowning down on other women by going and insulting other women by going to the White House, not to the White House, to actually the State of the Union in the chamber. So they have to pull themselves back because half of the country would torment them. They would be tormented that they went. And see, for men, it's easy. Fuck you, I don't care. I'm going to go. I'm going to have a great time and celebrate. We won, and we're going to have a party, and then we're going to go to a place that we've really never been to. Let's go check it out. It's part of American history, right? The chamber, the White House, wherever they're going. But on the other side, women have to protect themselves because they're the nurturers. They're the empathetic people. They're the ones that care about
the white women. Yeah,
It's the white, and so they can't afford to look bad in the face of other women and especially other liberals in general.
No, because it's crazy.
And you know what that's called? That's called pressure. That's called changing minds by force.
Yes.
Not by education, not by principle. It's changing minds by force.
Yeah.
You're forcing
Nazis.
You're forcing people to be scared to do anything because you don't want. It's almost like a situation when someone's getting robbed and you're there and you see it, and in your mind you're like, fuck, what do I do? Do I go in there and try to take that, try to help that poor lady getting mugged, or do I stay back? I'm afraid. I don't want to get hurt, and I don't want to look bad if I don't go, but I don't want to get hurt if I do go. And that's what they're putting these people. They're putting this women's team into a conflict of they want to do something, but they can't do something.
Yeah, and Dave, the other thing was American skier Hunter Hess got to end the end of his Olympic halfpipe qualifying and leaned into the camera, bent his left thumb and forefinger into the shape of the L and lifted it to his forehead. And he said, apparently I'm a loser. The 27-year-old received that label from President Trump at the start of the Olympics, leading to threats on his family and setting off the first major political firestorm of the games that finally got in the starting gate Friday. fired up after nailing his first run. He then flashed the L sign and explained that he has used the entire episode as motivation because he worked hard and sacrificed to be here. And but there have been so many who have spoken out that representing the country, which has blown my mind, that it doesn't align with my moral values. I don't feel like I'm representing a good country. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. And this caused Trump's attention. And he goes, Hess, a real loser, says he doesn't represent his country in the current Winter Olympics. If that's the case, he shouldn't have tried out for the team, and it's too bad that he's on it.
Yeah, but you know who's sparking all this stuff up? Who's sparking all this stuff up? Who do you think sparks all this stuff up?
The Democrats?
No, the reporters. The world reporters.
I mean,
they ask these questions.
What do you expect?
They ask these questions. Yes. What do I expect for an answer?
You're right.
I expect you either defend your country, or you say, you know what, I have no comment on it. Let's move on to something athletic.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
why would you?
One of the proudest things ever to represent your country.
Correct.
But why would you say that?
Because reporters are there to spark it up. It just happened down in Australia with a Grand Slam, one of the tennis events. None of the questions were about tennis. All the questions were about politics.
Right.
And it's bullshit.
Right.
And what they're doing is they want to spark controversy. They want to create, because the rest of the world right now is powerless. They were powerless to what is happening here in the U.S. as far as the U.S. taking physical control of this world and putting their operations into place as far as how it should turn out, how a free society should run. Everyone else is just all hugs and kisses and empathy and want to defend everyone, protect everybody.
Yeah, love
Nobody
everyone.
does anything wrong. Bring in all the immigrants, even when the immigrants rape, steal, kill. Bring in more immigrants with that. Even when, okay, Dave, I sent you that video of the call to prayer in Times Square, right? Yep. How is that possible? When has the Christians?
That's not really true.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely.
They had a call for prayer?
5 times a day. They'll open it up in Times Square. You go down and pray.
God.
And they had hundreds in Times Square. When has the Christians held a mass in Times Square?
We got to do that. Yeah, we're gonna.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna bring the Pope in.
When have the Jews celebrated Hanukkah in Times Square? What is this madness now? What the fuck is going on? And I don't even care. Religion to me is you can believe in who you want to believe.
Well, you're
in,
an atheist.
I'm not an atheist. I believe there's a God. I'm not going to kill somebody over my religious beliefs.
You're not going to have a holy war.
But I don't know what the fuck is going on with this allowing this to happen. So my retort is we should march some Catholics down there and have a mass in Times Square.
Yeah,
every
Dave,
Sunday.
what are your thoughts first on the Olympians comments, the ice hockey, the women's team declining the invitation to go, and then obviously our prayer. We can pray here too on the show.
I think I don't know the details of the women.
Well, I mean, it was just a call, and it was just he said it was a joke.
Yeah, it was definitely a joke. It seems ridiculous that they wouldn't come to go to the White House. To me,
they have scheduling conflicts.
The White House, it's a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah.
When are they going to be in the White House again?
My cousin went to the White House when they won the national championship for lacrosse, and he actually went twice, and it was an amazing experience. So that's why I can't imagine turning it down. And I wonder if they even gave him a choice. And then what do you think about the prayer?
The prayer situation?
We can do that. I mean, we can pray. We'll hold hands and pray together.
I guess they can pray anywhere they want. Yeah, but it's
Allah Abda, whatever it is. Isn't it Allah Abda?
It seems like it's America to me.
What are you, Joe Biden?
No, I'm asking. It's Allah. What is
It's Allah Akbar.
Oh, Allah
Akbar. God is great.
Yeah, God is great. He is great.
Right.
So we can do that. We can pray on here. But the other big news was SCOTUS shut down basically or kneecap Trump's tariffs. Basically, it was 6-3. And this is conservative justices. So do you see this as protecting the Constitution or deep state globalists in robes handing China another win? Should Trump back the court or strip jurisdiction like some are whispering?
No, he'll have another round of tariffs or other ways to impose penalties on countries for not balancing out trade imbalances.
Yes, free trade. Right.
But the problem with the tariff thing is this: if he had to go to Congress and wait for their approval on every tariff that he wanted to place, it would never happen.
It never happened. No,
it never happened. And there would be we would still be. See, they don't understand. See, they sit back in Congress and all they do is talk.
Oh, they love talking. Yes.
And they hold investigations.
They don't get anything done.
And they hold hearings and they hold more hearings and they talk some more and they go on TV and talk to make sure that everyone knows who they are, because it's come voting time. Nobody knows who they are. They got to know who they are. They do nothing. They get nothing accomplished. But the form of democracy, let's say, and for the Constitution wants that voting to take place. So that's the problem. That's the quandary the court has. Now, Justice Cunningham, I think Kavanaugh, excuse me, Kavanaugh. He said that he worried that there's a problem in this because how do you have reparations back to the companies that are obviously going to look for their money in the tariffs? My thing is, where are the reparations to the people that bought the products at the time of the tariffs? Because those products may have had some tariff increases on them, right? They're paying more. The people should get paid back.
I've paid more. How do I get my reparations?
That's it. Yeah. So now someone should hire an attorney and we should sue the U.S. government.
We'll have a class action suit.
Have a class action suit that we should get our money back for our everyday expenditures. Maybe it's 5%, 10% of what our weekly expenditures were for an X amount of time when the tariffs are imposed, we get our money back.
Now, Dave, there are 15% global tariffs coming. Do you see this as something that will crush inflation or finally bring factories back to towns, Rust Belt towns like Utica? Is free trade conservatism dead,
Utica,
or was it a scam for the coastal elites?
I don't know if it's a scam. I think it's more like maybe pressure.
Yeah, there is. Yes.
You know what I mean? That might do business overseas. I think that might be more of it. Anytime I order something that comes from me overseas, there's always some sort of tariff on it. Not a huge deal. I mean, it is a little annoying, but you're also saving a lot of money going overseas, right? So what's the big deal? Think about it. Like if something costs $20 here to make, $20 retail, and if you say, you know what, I don't want to pay $20 retail, I'm going to go pay $10 for in China, and you have to pay $1 tariff because of that. Or 50 cents. I mean, really, what is really the big deal? You're saving in most cases. That's the reason why you go overseas, right?
Because of the price.
Exactly, because it's cheaper. Because the labor costs too much here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The labor price is everything out of the water.
It's a significant savings. So what is the big deal about paying? If it's a $20, let's say it was a $10 product, right? And you get it over there for $3 or $4, and you're still saving a significant portion of it. So I do think it's probably a push from big corporations, put pressure on them. It could be a lobbyist type of thing. It's not a lobbyist because there's the judges, but it could be pressure from the corporations. And I don't know, maybe. There's a big issue with the fact that we can't recuperate an even playing field around the world. Like, to me, there's plenty of instances where I'm willing to, if I'm going to save $6 going overseas, I don't mind paying a tariff of $1 or whatever, 50 cents. I mean, really, like, if I think it's that important to save that money, then why do I care? Like, most of the people, like, do they even know they're getting tariffed from teams?
No.
They know they're getting they don't even know they're getting tariffed.
People are willfully ignorant, as I've learned.
I mean,
willfully ignorant.
They're saving so much money,
It's just amazing. So, Frank, if the midterms do go south, and you had just talked about the race in Texas for senator, because of the tariffs or the shock or the deportation optics for immigrants, do we double down on Trumpism or pivot to a kinder conservatism?
No, I think it'll be 2 years of nothing. It'll be 2 years of the House of Representatives trying to impeach the president again for a third time.
Trying to impeach him.
Absolutely. They'll go 2 years, and all they'll do is
that's amazing.
Drag it on. And that's what they want to do. They want to drag it on because they want to get out of here.
They just want
any more damage, collateral damage.
They want to drag out his term,
right? Basically. Because they know that maybe some of those MAGA voters won't vote for J.D. Vance or won't vote for Marco Rubio or won't, maybe they'll just stay out of it if Trump's not running. And there again increases the Democratic chances of putting a
Marco
president.
Rubio is really charismatic. I thought, again, that speech was powerful.
Without a doubt. But
AOC looked like a fool.
I think that's the whole thing. You start looking at these people after a while. When you wonder through them, they keep saying they have all these great candidates. Kamala Harris went on the other day and said, oh my God, the Democratic Party got these great candidates. Who, please stop with the sympathy part. Tell me how AOC is a good candidate. Why? Because she yells and screams and tries to make arguments that, we got to help the middle and lower class people. Every politician has said they got to help the middle and lower class people. It never comes about because one person can't make it happen. You need votes, right, to pass bills.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, so she's great. Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom's a great candidate. The Gavin Newsom who yesterday had a speech.
Dave.
To a black mayor, a black caucus right there. He said that
I'm just like you.
I'm just like you. I'm not that smart. I got a 960 SAT. I
think it was 920.
920 SAT, and I'm not trying to make fun of anybody if you got a little lower than me. But he goes, I can't read. He goes, I can't read a teleprompter because
I was on food stamps.
I'm like you guys. I can't read.
I'm like you. Yeah. I got
I scored the SATs.
We connect.
That's not racist.
We connect.
That's not insulting.
We connect. That's how he's connecting with people.
That's
by the way, on a totally different note too, a guy that scored 900 on his SATs wants to be president of the United States.
Right? How about that one?
900 on his SATs. You get, what is it, 600 for writing your name?
Yeah, I think.
Well, the other issue, Dave, Trump is pushing the SAVE Act, which is obviously proof of citizenship needed for voting or having a national voter ID, and even floating federal overrides on election administration. Special elections show Democrats overperforming in some Trump districts. GOP insiders do fear losses in the House and Senate if fraud isn't done and dealt with now. Early super PAC money is pouring in on both sides, but the map favors Republicans holding the Senate while the House is going to end up being a dogfight. And this is really a do or die. Without the ironclad ID in citizenship checks, I mean, Democrats are going to keep doing what they've been doing and flooding ballots with illegals and harvesting votes.
Yeah.
Going to people's mailboxes, taking the stuff out and just harvesting ballots.
Do you know who's holding up the SAVE Act?
Me?
No.
Oh.
It's passed in the House and it goes on to the Senate. Now the Senate needs just 51. They need a 51 vote majority. You know who's holding up the same?
I hope it's Lindsey Graham.
No, not Lindsey
Chuck
Graham.
Schumer?
No, not Chuck Schumer.
Oh, Bernie Sanders?
No, we know that Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins will always vote against it. They're two Republicans, but they're in liberal states.
Right.
So they vote against it. Do you know who the one vote that's holding it up? Because even with those two voting no, with the president of the Senate, which is the vice president of the United States, we would have enough votes to pass the SAVE Act. It's Mitch McConnell.
Oh, he's lovely.
Mitch McConnell is lovely man. Now here's the thing. Here's how politics really work. Break this down with me. Mitch McConnell is senile. Mitch McConnell is retiring. Okay, but Mitch McConnell still has a vote.
So it's like Biden last year.
Mitch McConnell has AIDS. Mitch McConnell has a lot of AIDS, and the lobbyists and special interest groups have access to those aides. They are the ones signing that no vote. It's not Mitch McConnell. They're the ones pumping the no vote on the SAVE Act, and they've got to be paid. They're being paid off. That's how politics really works. And until someone goes in there and eliminates that,
what did Christie say? I didn't see it.
He didn't say anything.
No, he did. The screen's too big.
Yeah.
Oh, did he see me get yelled at? Did Schumann make the theme song for Rebel Republic? Yes, he did. Yes, the theme song is AI. Cully a week behind. I'm not a week behind in the news cycle. God damn it, Christy. No, I'm not. I'm right on the ball. You want to co-host? Tell me what you want to talk about. You got a topic? Bring it up. God damn, Christy. Everything I go on, he comes and he gets me, and he's Batman. And then Tyler wanted him to DM him, and Tyler said that he would keep his identity a secret. He just wanted to know who he was, and Tyler's trying to get him to find out who he is, and Tyler won't tell me. And if he messages Tyler, I'll be furious. That's not fair.
You don't know who Christie is?
No, we don't know. He's Batman. He's Batman. The other thing, I still don't understand this whole government shutdown. Yeah. It hasn't been resolved.
No.
And the FAA is really being hit hard, especially now with the storm, people missing their flights being backed up.
TSA, sure.
It's February. It's going to be March. What is holding it up? Why won't this end? It has to end. It doesn't put a budget.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. They're just not going to have a budget.
They want to eliminate ICE.
I know they do.
It's not going to happen.
It can't happen.
They want to eliminate ICE, so they're just going to sit here and wait and
just drag it out and watch our citizens.
Absolutely,
Dave. How can you, as a politician, do this and think it's the right thing? You're going to sit by and you're going to get a paycheck when you know more Americans every day are not getting paid.
It's absurd.
It blows my mind that we're going into March and this hasn't been resolved.
Because there's no pressure on these people.
There's no pressure.
There's no pressure on these politicians to vote yes on it.
So what's it going to take? People protesting, throwing shit?
Yes. It's going to take lines at their
assassinations.
Door. Yes. That's if they want to do it to Trump, maybe some of these nutbags will come out there and do it to one of them. It's terrible. But the people are losing patience.
Yes.
They're losing patience. But see, the people on the right are losing patience with the ones who are insane. The insane ones are losing patience because they're insane.
Yes.
That's why they're losing patience.
Yes, exactly. And, what's going on with Iran again? We threaten them. We're going to attack them, right?
Quite the political host.
Dave, Iran.
We're going to attack them. Okay.
No, I just heard that President Trump he's had it with Iran.
He just heard.
No, I didn't just hear. I'm asking. I'm asking for opinions.
We have a carrier fleet there and another carrier fleet on the way.
Dave, stop yawning! God damn it!
We're trying to negotiate.
Exhausted.
Yeah. What would Joe do if he saw you yawning?
He's been shoveling all day. There's 2 feet of snow down there in Jersey.
What would Joe say if he saw you yawning? I get yelled at for sniffling.
Joe just doesn't like you, so that's
what it is. He just doesn't like me. No, Joe just doesn't like you. Does Cully? You know what, Christy? the Hook C thing. Okay, I am taking full responsibility and accountability. I did not know that. Okay,
how do you not know who this guy is? He knows everything.
It's not a guy because he's Batman. I listen. I accept responsibility. What do I have to do to apologize? I am sorry. I did not know Hook C was the nickname for UConn or UConn's baseball team. I am sorry.
What is it?
Hook C. See, Dave didn't know it either.
Hook C. Nickname for what?
Are you serious?
What is Hook C the nickname for?
Okay. Now, UConn, the baseball team. Hook C.
They say Hook C.
See? Chris D, yell at Dave for once. Don't yell at me. Dave didn't know it either. Yeah, the base. Joe made fun of well, you were sleeping last week. Joe made fun of me because I kept saying, Hook C struggled pitching, whatever. And I kept looking on the roster for this Hook C as a pitcher. Like I couldn't find Hook C. I go, Joe, who's Hook C? Said they didn't pitch well this game. And he said Hook C is the name for the baseball team. It's the nickname because the hats they wear have the C with the hook. Okay. It's good to see that you're
nobody cares.
Yeah. Okay.
Move on.
All right. Well, President Vladimir Putin said the development of Russia's nuclear triad was an absolute priority Monday as he outlined the country's stance on its weapons program. And making Russia's defender of the Fatherland Day, the Russian leader spoke about strengthening the country's nuclear capabilities before presenting state awards to officers involved in the invasion of Ukraine. And he's basically predicting World War III. He described its development as an absolute priority with the nuclear weapons, and it guarantees Russia's security and ensures strategic deterrence and balance of forces of the world. Now, Putin, I do think, is crazy enough to go to war with everyone. Do you see that happening?
No.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Dave?
No. He's got too much to worry about with Ukraine.
Well, because they fought strong, and it's been years, and they haven't been able to put them down.
It's a 4-year war, and they can't defeat a fourth world country. Basically,
fourth world.
Ukraine.
There's a thing as a fourth world.
Basically, Ukraine is just a spinoff of the Soviet Union.
Correct. They want land.
It had missile silos there and stuff like that, but it's just land. They can't defeat an entity that was actually part of their own original country. Yeah. It's a small. Ukraine is
so small. It's like he's obsessed with it.
It's big in landmass, but it's small.
What does it have to offer?
His supposedly everyone knows that his global view is that he wants to reunite all the fragmented parts.
Yes, that broke away.
Used to be Russia.
Yes, the old Soviet Union.
That's what it is.
Mother Russia.
Well, and Zelensky was the one who warned that the Russian leader had effectively launched World War III with his invasion of Ukraine 4 years ago.
But he hasn't.
He believes this is the start.
It's not the start, because if it was,
so you think it'll end?
The rest of the world will be rushing to defend Ukraine with military force. They're not, because they don't want World War III, and Ukraine is basically useless to them.
So you don't think if he ends up winning in Ukraine that he's going to go obviously for more?
No.
You think he wins Ukraine, he's satisfied,
he's not going to win
and
Ukraine.
That's it.
He's not going to win Ukraine because we're going to keep force feeding armaments and cash and whatever Ukraine needs just to keep burning the bridges at both ends for Russia. And Russia at some point is being fed by no one, and they're going to run. They're going to run out of physical bodies. They can't find people to fight.
Russia can't. I thought Ukraine couldn't.
No,
I thought Ukraine was taking the 50-year-olds.
Ukraine is obviously, but Russia's bringing in North Koreans.
Oh,
Russia's bringing in Africans.
Oh wow!
And they're fighting on the lines for Russia.
That's crazy. I had no idea about that.
I know that.
But Dave, I mean, you don't think that Putin, after he is able to get Ukraine, you just look demoralized.
Fucking torture talking about this.
Okay. What would you like to talk about then? I'll stop talking. What do you want to talk about?
I would like to talk about the
how
USA
gay I am, or what?
Canada.
The U.S. beating Canada?
Yes, in hockey, and how mad Justin Trudeau is because they lost, and he made comments about.
Yeah,
that's Skinner. Yeah,
USA.
No, that's a Freebird. That's Michael P.S.A.
It's the USA theme song for hockey. It's actually the USA theme song for anything American. We beat any. It could be checkers, and we beat the Chinese in checkers. We're cranking up Freebird, baby.
Yeah, I don't think we can play that. That's a copyright.
It's not. It's a Chinese version.
It's a copyright infringement.
It's a Chinese version. It's a Freebird.
Oh, well, okay. So Dave,
Freebird.
why are you so enamored and thrilled with the U.S. hockey team?
Because this is the first time they won since 1980.
I know. I agree. But they had a great run, right?
Steve came in before the show started. He's like, someone USA won hockey?
No, I knew that. I didn't know the women won.
The women won too? Oh my God.
Okay. Well, I don't.
I'll tell you who my favorite
about women's hockey.
You're worse
than favorite. I'll tell you my favorite athletes though. Of all are the Dutch speed skater.
Oh my God! Insane.
The ones that were fucking and got in trouble for it.
No, and the
they ran out of condoms.
The girl who won the gold, she dates what's his name?
Yes, Paul. Something Paul. One of the Paul brothers.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, good for him.
God, Jesus.
She is so pretty too.
She's built. Yeah. She's built like a racehorse.
They're insane.
Yeah. Well, what about the condom thing? That was a big story. They ran out of condoms.
Shaq calls bullshit on that. Shaq said, do the math. That means that 3,000 athletes.
They're full of testosterone, and maybe the women are too.
He said that each one of them is utilizing 3 packs of condoms.
There's nothing to do over there. They're there for a long time. I mean, what are you going to do besides fornicate?
I don't know. Compete?
No, but
I listen. I did hear that I've been to one Olympics.
The one in Lake Placid.
No, I've been to the Atlanta Olympics.
Oh, where the bomb went off?
Yes.
Oh, that would be a great rebel republic. I used to love Richard Jewell.
He was
a hero.
Screwed.
Yeah, but, he didn't get screwed. He was a hero. I mean, he got screwed initially, but he was a hero.
So I went to the 1996 Olympics. I'll tell you what was interesting.
Oh, boy.
I went out at night.
Did you take your shirt off?
No.
Okay.
No. As good as you're built, like Olympians, they are freakazoid.
They're insane.
Well, they spend 4 years in the best training facilities around.
And remember, this is before my senior year of football, so I'm in great shape. Yeah. This is before my senior year of football. So I went to the Olympics. Me, my brother, and my sister went to watch the Olympics.
I can't believe that.
We went to watch track and field, and but me and my brother went out at night. And
of course.
Yes, in Atlanta, in back when Buckhead was safe and nice, a different time.
What's Buckhead?
It's a section of Atlanta.
Okay.
Now there's like shootings, I think, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it used to be a really fun place. Like it was like where all the bars were, restaurant. It was like a fun area. Anyway, so all the Olympic athletes are out. First freakish moment of the night was I see the Bulgarian. They used to have this champion Bulgarian, not Bulgarian. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if he's Bulgarian. Maybe he is, but he was a weightlifter, and they used to call him little Hercules or something like that. Anyway, he had all these world records. He was probably about 5'2", 5'3", and I mean like Jack, but and he was with a woman that was like 6'4". He comes walking hand in hand with her.
Good for her.
Yes.
Good for him.
Yeah, I said that's the beginning of the Freakazoid night. Okay,
No,
I thought it was at a circus, dude. I thought it was at a circus.
Why? Why can't a 5'3" guy date a
Nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying that's just the beginning. It is I think for the athletes like a fuck fest, but
of course.
Then I'm at one bar on a roof, like I don't know if it was a rooftop, but at the top, and the whole Brazilian soccer team is there partying,
Men's and women's.
I don't think it was women.
Oh, it was the men.
I'm
Okay.
thinking back because if it was women, I probably would have been trying to talk to them.
Yeah,
So
of course you would have.
Jumping around, going crazy. Then finally, me and my brother go to this other place, and I might be meshing the nights. Maybe it was a different night. We go out, and all of a sudden they start playing music, and like there's a circle, like where people going like break dance in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Some guys going like they're dancing, and then the literally I don't know where these guys were from. But they were gymnasts. They were Europe, like Russia or Bulgaria. What gymnasts? And they go out on the floor, like where people were breakdancing, and they take over the floor and they start doing their like, when they're on the ground where they're like the legs and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Breakdancing. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not breakdancing. They're doing their like moves, like when they're on the floor exercise.
I got you.
They're doing like standing. I mean, it was insane athletically. And me and my brother trying to talk to some girls. As soon as those guys went on the floor and started doing that, I said, "Our shot's over. Let's get the hell out of here."
That do that. They don't.
These guys are doing flips and like.
Yeah, they don't have members.
They're basically working out 7 days a week.
They don't have
with
big members.
One goal in mind is to win an Olympic medal. They're in the greatest shape of their lives to compete. Look up, Dave. Pull up on YouTube, Desi Johnson. It's a woman. She's a Australian bobsledder.
Yeah, but the men who do that, they have small penises. They have little packages.
No,
that's why they can dance like that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't have. Patrick Ewing used to have to tape his leg.
You got to show her. I got her on TikTok.
Oh yeah, you can share your screen, Dave, and show her.
Because I was following the bobsled team, dude. It's unreal with the physical shape.
They're an unbelievable show. I have it on my other screen.
It's
above.
insane. It's insane. I don't know.
The shit. I mean, the shape they're in, their shape that they are in.
Right.
The Summer Olympics, I do enjoy the volleyball women. The beat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But I'll tell you, like I undervalued and all these years of growing up. I really didn't pay attention to speed skating.
Yep.
No.
Now I realize, oh my goodness,
it's insane. Even the curlers.
I can't believe you guys.
They're all in shape.
I hate
they're all in shape. They all look good. I mean,
do you watch the Olympics every night? I mean, do you enjoy?
No, I watch mostly highlights.
Yeah. But it's not something like you would sit down and watch for an afternoon or a night.
I watched skiing.
You like it for some reason.
I watched the speed skating. I enjoy that. I love bobsledding. I don't know why I like
bobsledding's great.
Well, Herschel Walker was on the bobsled team. That's why I watched.
The luge. I like the luge, but the 2-man luge is gay. The 2-man luge.
Gay?
Yeah, they got two guys. One guy's laying on top.
You know what's crazy? The one when they go head first. What is that one called?
They go head first.
That's skeleton, isn't it? I think it's
skeleton.
Yeah, skeleton.
What do you mean they go head first?
They go on their chest.
They're like on a one man luge sled head first.
Yeah.
They lay on it head first.
Yeah.
But they wear helmets.
Yeah.
Yes. That's not protecting anything if they really get it.
I don't think I've ever heard or seen that.
All right, think about this. So the girl Desi John's out there. So she trains. She's not the driver of the 4-man sled. So in a 4-man bobsled,
the fastest and strongest guy goes last.
Right,
pusher. She's a pusher.
Dave, I was with Bethany Hart. who I had a show with. I talked to Bethany all the time. Bethany was on the bobsled. Why are you looking at me like that? Why? What? Why? You don't like Bethany Hart?
I like her. She's very nice.
You're giving me a dirty look. You're giving me a suspicious.
Frank got up. Frank did whatever.
No, he's letting his dog out. You're giving me an inconspicuous look. What's wrong? Did you bang Bethany Hart or something?
No, I didn't know. I did not.
You got a look on your face.
She was in school when I was in school.
Yeah, I know. I did a show with her.
She might be a couple years younger than me.
Yes, she graduated.
But they train just to push for maybe 4 seconds,
and she was,
and then they all jump inside. They do nothing. They have to just
the driver,
the bobsledder,
and the driver's right.
Yeah.
The bobsledding. The driver does all the work after that, and realistically, it's very minimal. You know, he's got to be really tight, but I don't know if they have to. They practice the runs, so they know when to turn.
Well, the steering is critical. Yeah, she told me.
You know what else is crazy? The ski jump.
Oh, that's insane. I don't know how they do that. That's insane.
They are daredevils, those guys and girls.
Well, Bethany went for track initially because she was the All-American at UConn.
Yeah.
And
why do you always bring up UConn people?
You were talking about bobsledding. She was an Olympic bobsledder. What? You're laughing. Why wouldn't you? We went to school with an Olympic bobsledder, and she's great. So you apparently have something against.
I like her picture.
Yeah,
when she was bobsledding.
Bethany Hart Jerry. Now she opened her own business with her husband, Body Fit Training. It's a new gym that they have.
Yep. They have a new workout. It's called the bobsled.
No, but I mean, it was funny because she
was like a discus thrower or a shot putter or something.
Yeah, she had tried to make the Olympic team for years for throwing, and she didn't. And then they talked her into doing the bobsled, and she was the pusher. She was the one who pushed because she was the strongest and the fastest. Because I just remember her in the weight room, and she could squat and lift more than I could.
I remember she could squat. I remember, yeah.
I told her I was terrified of her in college, and she said, "Why? I'm so nice." And she had a twin too. She's got a twin.
Yeah, she had a twin.
Her twin was very nice, but
like I did I went to a wrestling clinic one time.
Oh yes,
and
pro wrestling
because Matt Hamill was running it around.
Oh, not that one.
And he brought in Bruce Baumgartner. Olympian,
but he was a power lifter.
No, he's a wrestler. So and he was probably in his 40s. Literally brought him in 50, right around there. And the dude was thicker.
Yeah,
I mean, he's retired. I don't know. He might just probably teaches wrestling on that, but they're massive, and they're not. It's not like they're 350 pounds. They're massive people at like 260, 250, 270, and they're thick. And it's just genetics has such a big thing to play with. Granted, you can enhance the genetics with obviously other forms of training, but the certain people you got to have a good breeder. They're natural. They're just big, large, or athletic human beings. They just they have an edge up. They have an edge up.
That's why Cutler was so tall.
Yeah, I mean,
you had Sue.
Yeah,
perfect breeding.
But he has no.
He didn't buy into it. He didn't buy into it though.
No, man. He played on two. He went to two state Final Fours. He was on basketball. He could play. He wasn't bad, Dave. He just didn't love it. He didn't love it. He didn't.
He loves volleyball.
The problem is he was like 6'7" in high school.
He's 6'8",
6'9" now. He just grew, and he's not a bad athlete. He doesn't realize how good an athlete he is.
He moves well
because his feet and his hands are actually
he's not uncoordinated.
But he just he doesn't understand it. He's just there to hang out. And he told me years ago when he was younger, Dad, I just want to be average. What is this?
You must have been like,
he has said that he wishes he wasn't 6'9".
I picked like the worst street in Utica. I'm like, you want to be average?
Here you go.
Go down to Rucker Street and be average. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's average.
Yeah.
Be more than that. And you have all the tools. You have everything at your disposal here. And he just didn't. It's not. It's okay.
Go to a school that costs $95,000. That's
I'm
average.
telling you, David. It's my son is such an anomaly. I could never get over it.
It's an anomaly.
He's an anomaly. He's like a thing that it's
Fungali's.
So he made the Central New York All-Star squad basketball, right? And they play a state tournament, and the state tournament is at the state fairgrounds. Okay,
really?
Yeah. So and he's a junior at this time. He's just going into his junior year. And so all the guys on the team know him. There's like 12 guys on the team.
Yeah, he played with the Rome guys.
Yeah, he plays a lot of it. They all know him on that. But my son's always quiet, doesn't do anything. Hey, and one of the guys was from like Waterville, guard. This kid always talked to me. He goes, "Hey, Cutler." And my son's name's Cutler. Hey, Cutler. He goes, "Can you dunk?" And my kid was like, 6'6", I think 6'6" at the time. And my son's like, "Yeah, I can dunk." He goes, "No, you can't. I've never seen you dunk in a game or in practice or never like that." He goes, No, I can dunk on that." "No, you can't." He goes, so they're in the warm-up lines. He takes the ball in the warm-up line before the playoff game, comes down the lane, left-handed thunder dunk, one hand.
Yeah.
Everybody starts laughing. All the players, they couldn't believe it because they've never seen him do that.
Well, he's not
it's not his personality
to take.
It's not his personality.
He'll lay it up.
He just walk around. Yeah, no, nothing. It's just like, okay, I'm here. It's
he doesn't want the attention.
But that's the thing. Like God gave him a
6'9" doesn't grow on trees.
God gave him a frame where, like, you know what I mean? Like guys that are 5'9" or 5'10" go, "If I was 6'5", 6'6", I'd kill it."
Yeah.
My kid's there, but he doesn't have that. I think the Lord, like whoever our Lord is got to be a comedian.
There is.
He's got to be the funniest guy
he
around.
Does. He fucks around
because he gives you almost everything, but you're always missing one programming chip. You know what I mean? The greatest.
What am I missing?
Greatest athlete in the world, you don't have height, a leg. Greatest athlete in the world, and you don't have height. You could be the smartest guy in the world, but you have no social skills to talk to anybody. Right.
Small penis.
But God just gives you one, and you got to overcome that.
Yes.
And those are the ones that are the great ones.
The ones who are the great ones overcome whatever that thing is.
Yeah, the adversity. You have to overcome adversity.
Yeah.
And that's the problem Chris Bellamy talked about.
I have to say, last night before the snowstorm was just starting, my son had his best game of the year. He had 19 points.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yes. And he
was this the rec league?
He missed 2 layups late in the game. He was on fire. He missed 2 layups late in the game. He would have had 20. I think he might have been counting the points in his head.
Sure.
But
was this the rec league or the All-Star?
No, it's just travel.
Travel. I mean, it was travel. Okay.
And they played a good team yesterday. He just I like.
Is that the one you're the assistant coach on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I sit all the way to the side. I basically try to, I just try to like help. Where there's things that are missing, I try to help with that. But
you like, and the head coach is the coach of the other football team.
No, he's an assistant on the football.
Oh, okay.
But the coaching staff is the two guys are on the other team.
Yeah. The one that ended up going to Florida.
Yes. And the quarterback from that team's on this team too. So he's the shooting guard. Troy's the point guard.
So they play. They get along.
Yeah. I mean, it's good athletes. But yeah, he was. I mean, he went to the lane over and over again. They couldn't. He's getting to the line over and over. He must have got to the line like if he makes all his foul shots, he probably would have had like, he probably was about 50% from foul shoot line. Yeah. He hits all those. He was. At one point, I'm like, he's gonna score 30 points in this game.
Did you see UConn Villanova?
I did see part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, it was just hilarious because Hurley at halftime was interviewed. He had to stop himself from dropping an F-bomb.
Oh.
And I think I told you, he said, we're shooting 70% from the field. He was about to say effing field. And they were up by like 2 or 3. He said, we'd be up double digits if we weren't turning the ball over. And then they came out the second half on fire. And the bench really got involved more. Ross, Stewart, Ryba, the big 7-foot guy. They played Ryba and Terrace Reed together a lot. And they looked very good.
Frank, I had said earlier when he brought up Bethany, that's why I was chuckling. That Steve works UConn, even though obviously I went to UConn. Works UConn into every part. Don't you notice it? Like that's why I was laughing. He's like, "Oh, the show." No, I'm just chuckling because you works UConn into the
UConn on the show.
Just worked it into the basketball conversation.
Dave, the woman that's doing his
wearing UConn.
Right. Dave, the woman that's doing his documentary.
You need a job. You need a job with UConn. Sorry.
Wait a minute. No. The woman who's doing his documentary on life and all that. Do you know where her husband went to school?
UConn. Yeah, Steve did. Yeah, I know that. So what? What's the problem?
Another way to work it in. I didn't even know that was true. I just made that up.
You just worked it in.
Did
he really go to UConn?
Yeah, he did.
It can. I didn't know that. It can relate to anything.
Him and his father used to have season tickets. He knew you. He'd seen you play. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He didn't see me play.
Yes. They used to go to games all the way up until
They wouldn't even remember me. I was a fullback and linebacker.
Right.
They remembered you. You met her.
Only way any female remember me because I was so handsome. But
yes, you were. I mean, when you see pictures of you when you were younger,
Steve's massage therapist, UConn.
Yeah. See,
it works in that. It can work in
that. We'll talk to Phil,
my banker. When he goes and deposits his hefty checks from all his podcasting, UConn grad.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I got a dick in my ass.
Steve, I'll give you a quick UConn story for you.
I didn't bring up
occasionally girls, would say let's say there was a girl that like I knew that like was into me. Occasionally she'd be like, "Oh, you think you're hot stuff." Some of my friends don't think you're good looking. I'm like, that's a lie. They just want me, and they're trying to, and they want.
That's what I would say too. Yeah,
I would tell her that all the time, and I would always. That was always my spin move on it.
Yeah,
girls are in college. They'll turn around and say something to one of their friends that you said this to them. Say something, and you immediately cause a controversy.
Why is the campus 30 minutes or the football stadium 30 minutes away from the campus?
So stupid.
Because we talked about this because the residents of Stores did not want an on-campus stadium because there's only one road going into UConn. Remember we talked about this with Joe?
Yeah, but who cares?
So stupid,
well, they don't want the traffic.
I agree, but it's so stupid.
Why would the residents have any say on what a school builds?
They voted it down. They had to get approval from the town of Mansfield. Stores.
It's not school land?
It is, but it's in the town of Stores or whatever, Stores Mansfield. So they needed approval from the town. And there's plenty of land.
My neighbor's daughter visited UConn a month ago. Said she really didn't mind it. It was a little dreary. She said it wasn't like new uppy shit.
She can blow
old stuff. Yeah, but she said she didn't understand. She didn't like it because the field was 30 minutes away from the campus.
Yes.
Sorry. Sorry. Go to basketball games. I mean, I don't know.
She's going to Penn State.
Oh, good. They can have her then. Yeah. Penn State's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Happy Valley.
Yeah, we at least have Stores downtown, which is very, very nice. And
that is nice.
It's much, much better now as a campus than we went there. When we went, UConn was a rural agriculture school, and it has grown into one of the premier universities in the Northeast. So
I'm reading about Bethany Hart.
What?
So what's interesting is I didn't realize this. So her twin sister, right?
Yes.
And did she also throw the shot in this or no?
No, she did not. She wasn't there,
right, or something.
I don't. Not at UConn. I don't think she did.
Okay.
Level, no,
but she went to UConn, right?
Yes, they went to UConn together. Yes.
So and then she has 3 other sisters.
Yeah.
You should talk to her about maybe setting you up.
I'm pretty sure they're all married with kids, and I doubt that she would set me up with anyone.
Let's get her on the show. Talk about politics. She's probably a Republican, conservative.
Bethany, she's a business owner. I mean, maybe she is, but her first business was about mental health, so probably not.
Mental health is mental health is a leftist organization?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. The right doesn't believe in mental health.
Right.
You know, they just think people are crazy.
It's true. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're all crazy. So
Stupidity.
great.
Therapy, empathy, and therapy are overrated.
Yeah, Frank's a misogynist and he doesn't believe in therapy.
No,
there you go.
Therapy's overrated.
Yeah. So it is. I'll give you that. So, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to do my blood pressure here. I got bought one of these things
that
online.
needs to be done right now. It has to be done right this second.
Why not? Let's try it. Let's see what's going on.
We want to see what your blood pressure is.
Yeah, I want to see if it works. I got one of those wrist monitor ones. Like it's a blood pressure thing.
Are they a sponsor?
Wow, they do, dude. They are really workout people. Holy cow, CrossFit athletes.
Who are you talking about?
Bethany Hart. She really just never. She just keeps going for it.
Well, they opened the gym, Body Fit Training. It's from Australia. They're like only the 8th gym in the country that has BFT. And it was such a pain to open, and it took 6 months longer than it should have. But they got good clientele now, and she had to sign 150 people up before it was built.
Really? Really?
Oh, wow!
No, it's 144 over 79.
What's that?
I thought my BP said it was 210.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh my God!
144 over 79.
What are you watching?
Nothing.
It's not horrendous.
No, what are you watching? Yeah.
I'm not watching anything. Why?
Oh, you said, "Oh my God!" I thought you were still watching her.
I wasn't watching her.
We done?
Yeah, we're done. Fuck. Okay.
Let's go.
Fine. Fuck both of you. Asshole. Voice of reason. Asshole. Coach Human. Congratulations to the U.S. hockey team. I'm Steve Colley, the best podcast host in the universe.
Great song.
Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them back in life. I'm Steve Colley. I'm running for Congress. Thank you.